Okay. All right. Now let us look at that question number 4. So in question number 4, they are telling you that this is a pyramid of a square base. So I will first do the square of that pyramid. And they're saying that square is each is of 6 centimeters. And point N is the midpoint on BC. So they're saying that also the slanting edges are 5 centimeters each. So draw the pyramid first. You just have to draw it, sketch it. You don't need to measure 6 centimeters. No. Just sketch it the way it is. And draw the slant and draw the base. Okay, that's the pyramid. So there are diagonals which are there. On diagonal here. The first thing you have to draw the base and then you draw the diagonals very well. And these are dotted lines. Otherwise, you may get a lot of issues. Now, you look at the diagonal very well. Now, at this point where the diagonals meet at point O here, you put your ruler there. And then you want to determine somewhere here. Somewhere, my height of that pyramid will be somewhere there. So now, because I don't want this line and this line to be together like this, so I have to extend this one such that it gives a certain distance from here up to here. There's a certain distance from there up to there. But remember, you first located where the midpoint will be, where the two lines meet here, the diagonals, and you located where the height will be, h, the apex, where it will be. And then now you want to locate such that these two lines here are not in the same line like this. You can't go one here and another one here like that. So give this one a distance from this one apart. Give it a distance apart. And then now draw this line there. Okay. And then this one from that tip there. So you see that. So we are still at the the height of that pyramid. So this was the height there. Okay. Now you draw these other ones nicely and slow. So we have that. Good. Thank you, Cynthia. Now we label. This is V. This is A. This is B, C, and D. So we have 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters. Why? Because this is a square base. And this is 5 centimeters. So they have told you that N is the midpoint of BC. N is the midpoint of BC. So somewhere here in the middle, I have my point N here. So I put N there. All together. That's where point N is. N. So the first thing they are telling you, part A, find the height of that pyramid. What's the height of that pyramid? What's the height of that pyramid? That's the question they're asking. What's the height of that pyramid? Okay, now for us to find the height of that pyramid, what are we going to do? Who can tell us? What are we going to do to find the height of that pyramid? Zoom in there very well. What are we going to do to find the height of that pyramid? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, Cynthia, unmute Esther. And Esther, you just reported. Letitia, unmute, everyone unmute, and then you tell me, how are we going to find the height of that pyramid? How are we going? Yes?
I think we shall first find line SC.
This is Cynthia, eh?
Yes.
We have to first find the line AC. After that, Cynthia, after that, Cynthia, you are correct by that. You are very correct. You have to first find the line AC. You are correct. Okay. Maybe let us first find the line AC, and then someone else will tell us what will be the next step. What will be the next step? What will be the next step? Okay, members, let us first hold on a bit. Let me first make some few adjustments here. Okay. I want us to get a very clear image. Okay, so we have that. So they are telling us, she has said that we have to find AC. So we are going to first find AC. To find AC, let us first draw that triangle. Now at point B here, we have 90 degrees, because remember this is a square base. So in the corners of the square, there is always 90 degrees. So at point B, we shall put 90 degrees and we are going to find AC. So we are going to use the triangle ABC to find AC. So let us draw AC. Drawing AC, triangle AC. Triangle ACB. So this is ACB. At B, we have 90 degrees. AB is 6 centimeters and BC is 6 centimeters. Okay, so let us proceed and find AC. So AC squared equals to, members, start talking. That's why I told you to unmute. Equals to?
AB squared plus BC squared.
AC squared equals, Hey, members, hurry up. Time. Equals?
6 squared.
What is 2? What is 6 squared?
36.
36 plus 36.
36, correct. AC squared equals to?
72.
72. Now we find the square root on both sides. AC equals to?
8.5.
Square root.
8.49.
You are the best. 8.49 centimeters. That is AC. Now after finding AC, now let us look closely there. Do you see this is AC? Are we together? Now that point O is at the middle point of AC. So now you should know that at this point here we have 90 degrees. Yes? There we have 90 degrees at point O. So now for us to find the height of the pyramid, who can tell us what are we going to do next? For us to find the height of the pyramid, what are we going to do next? We have found SC. Now we want to find the height of that pyramid. What are we going to do next? What are we going to do next, members? I'm asking. Alexandria, what are we going to do next?
Pardon.
Patricia, what are we going to do next? We have found
Pardon the question.
I've said that we have found the SC, which is 8.49. And the question is they're telling us to find the
We
height
shall
of-
say. We shall say.
Yes, we shall say.
AO is a half SC.
AO. We are going to use this AO. Okay. AO.
Yeah.
AO
Half
is
SC.
a half A. SC.
SC.
So AO equals to a half times 8.49, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So AO equals to, so 8.49 divided by 2, what do you get?
4.245.
8.49 divided by 2, you get 4.245, isn't it? 245 centimeters. So that is AO. Okay. Now we have found AO is 4.245 centimeters. Okay. Now what's the next thing we are going to do? What's the next thing we are going to do? After finding AO, Patricia? Patricia, we have found AO. We want to get to this height. Remember here it is 90 degrees. There it is 90 degrees. Are you seeing clearly?
We are going to use triangle VOC.
VOC. Triangle VOC. And what is OC?
OC is 4.245.
Okay, correct. So it means that, thank you very much. It means that OC is the same as AO, isn't it? OC is the same as AO, which equals to 4.245 centimeters. So we can use triangle OCV, or we can use triangle AOV. Both triangles will give us the correct answer. That's the triangle we are going to use to find the answer. So we are going to use triangle OCV, like how Patricia has said. So let us go ahead and draw that triangle we're talking about. So I'm drawing triangle VOC. So at O, this is O and this is V. So at O is 90 degrees and OC is also 4.245 centimeters. So this slanting edge, we looked at the slanting edge is 5 centimeters. We shall put VC is 5 centimeters. So what is OV? Remember, OV is the height. It's what they are looking for. OV is the height. So how do we get OV? We are going to use Pythagoras theorem. And we shall say VC squared equals to OV squared plus OC squared. So what is VC? 5 squared equals to OV squared plus OC. Our OC is 4.245. All of it squared. So 25 equals to OV squared plus, what do you get when you square that? It's quite big, so we shall round off and we shall put 18.0. Are we together? 18.1.0. All right, so we are going to bring 18 this side and we shall have, or we can bring, let us bring 18 this side, shall have 25 minus 18 equals to OV squared. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
So we get 7 equals to OV squared. Now I can interchange and write OV squared equals to 7, and I find the square root on both sides. What's the square root of 7? Katsime? Sandra, what's the square root of 7 using your head?
Yes, teacher, I can't hear.
What's the square root of 7? Are you
Yes,
using...
teacher.
Yeah. Members, are you hearing what this guy was
Yes.
saying? He's saying
2.64.
2 point what?
I'm not hearing very well.
I'm asking what's the square root of 7? 2.65, eh? 2.65, 2.65 centimeters. So that is OV. That is OV. That is OV. Kawami, are we together?
Yes, teacher, together.
Okay, can you unmute because I'm going to ask you questions. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
So let us look at part B. What's the angle between the planes V, B, C, and A, B, C, and D? What's the angle between those two planes? Should I let me show you. The planes they are talking about the plane V, B, and C. This plane here, this slanting plane. Do you see this one here? That plane there. Do you see that? That's what you're talking. Let me zoom in there so that you don't say I'm not seeing very well. I'm not seeing very well. No. So that is BBC. This plane. That's what they are talking about. What's the angle between that plane and the base? And the base. And the base. The base is ABCD. So what is the angle between? So to do that, members, previously I told you that we must draw a line that bisects that plane into two. So that we are going to look at the first plane. Our first plane is VBC. So we must draw a line from V up to the point in the middle here, and our point was N. So if you don't have that point, when that point is not labeled, you can label that point any letter that you want. So this time they labeled it N. So they say that N is the midpoint of BC. So we are going to draw a line that bisects this triangle VBC into two, and that line is V to N. Members, are we together? It is V to what?
Yes.
To N. So we are going to draw that line first, V to N. So I'm drawing that line. I'm going to draw that line. I'm drawing it now. Now. I'm drawing it now. Dotted lines. Okay, there it is. From V to N. Why have I drawn that line? I've drawn that line because I want to determine the angle between that triangle VBC and the base ABCD. Now, the other thing that I want to do also, I want to draw a line that bisects the base, our plane, which is the base, which is ABCD. I want to draw a line, but that line must come from point N. Must come from point what? Point N. So from point N, because point N is the point that will be common to those two lines. So point N. So that's how I'm going to draw it. I don't have to draw it like this because when I draw it like this, I'm not bisecting that plane into two. I'm not bisecting the lower base into two. That will be wrong. If I draw it like this, that would be wrong because that is not bisecting that square into two. So I have to draw it like this. Okay. So I'm drawing it. I'm drawing it up to there. Up to there. Up to there. Okay. So that is the line. Now I'm going to call it ON because ON, once I know ON, all that I want is I want to find the angle between these two bases, between these two planes, ABCD and the triangle VBC. So I have to draw the line on that triangle, and I have also to draw a line on that lower base. Now, where those two lines meet, that's where the angle will be. That's where the angle will be. That will be the angle between the plane VBC and the plane ABCD. So our task is to find the length of this line. Now, when you look at the length of this line here, from this point up to this point N, from this point up to this point, that length is, come on, you can tell me, what's the length of that line?
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters, correct answer. So now, what about what is from O to N? O to N?
3 centimeters.
Correct answer. So I'll put 3 centimeters there. That's correct answer, 3 centimeters. So my ON is 3 centimeters. Now, are you seeing where we are tending to? Because right now we have a triangle inside. Are you seeing that triangle? And remember, we found the height of our pyramid. Who can tell me what was the answer of the height of the pyramid?
2.65 centimeters.
You guys, you are very bright. You are very bright. 2.65 centimeters. That is the height of that pyramid. So now we have this triangle inside. Our triangle is ONV. Are you seeing that triangle inside? And that triangle we are going to use Pythagoras theorem. I mean, we are going to use trigonometry. I don't know what we are going to use. Maybe we are going to use cos. Maybe we are going to use time. Maybe we are going to use time. You tell me. So we are going to use the trigonometric ratios, and we are going to find this angle theta. Okay. So can we proceed and find the angle theta? Okay. So there we are. Let me zoom out very well so that you can see. I'm going to draw that triangle inside. Let me, hope you can zoom in. I'm drawing that triangle inside. I'm drawing it here, there, and there, and there. Okay. Now this is O, this is N. This is O, that is N, okay? Is over making noise. This is ON. So ON is 3 centimeters and OV is 2.65 centimeters. The angle that they want is the angle at point theta. Okay, now what we are going to do is to use, what are we going to use, members? First wait. Who's called Apio Sarafina?
Esther.
Esther, okay. Esther, what are we going to use? Esther, what are we going to use? Are we going to use cos? Are we going to use sine? Are we going to use
Tan.
We are going to use tan. So we shall say tan theta. Esther, lead us. Tan theta equals to? Lead us. Esther, lead us through this. Esther, lead us through this. Come on, Esther. Okay, who's ready? Put up your hand and I see who's ready, who's ready, who's ready, who's ready. This is a piece of a cake. Who's ready, who's ready? Wow, 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 I like this. Let me pick someone who has not said anything today. If I have not said anything today, let me see.
Jamie.
Sandra, okay, Sandra. Tan theta equals to?
Opposite over adjacent.
Okay, correct. So tan theta equals to
2.65 over 3.
Over 3, correct. So theta equals to the tan inverse of 2.65 out of 3. So without using a what? Without using your head, can you give me the answer?
41.
41?
41.45.
41.5.
41.5. Are they cows, mangoes, tomatoes?
No.
They're what?
Degrees.
Big grapes. Correct. And when you do that, you have passed that question to find the angle between those two planes. Ah, you guys, this is very joyful, I'm telling you. So what we are going to do is, I want questions before we proceed. We have something like, how many minutes? We have something like 5 minutes left. So who can tell me? 15 minutes which are left. Any question? Any question? Because I want to bounce back to this. Any question?
Are we doing the question group?
You are doing the questions in our Zoom books. Zoom lesson books.
Teacher, are we doing it individually or groups?
You are going to do this individually. You want groups?
Teacher, in groups?
Do you want groups?
Yes.
Yes.
You are only
Hello.
6. You are only 5. Now, how can we bisect the other one into 2?
Okay, we are 6.
You are
Even
6,
Esther.
including.
Teacher, we were 7.
Hey, this girl, Sarafina.
Including Esther.
Esther took off. Okay.
Teacher, how come we are in your lesson?
Because I'm talking.
Yeah,
because they are only senior 3s. I'm not
Oh.
taking senior 2s.
No.
Yeah. Okay, we are going to do groups. Are we together? Steady.
Okay.
Ready?
Steady.
Okay, we are doing question 1. Are you seeing question 1? Copy that question very fast.
Yeah.
Copy that question very fast. Take a snapshot. Take a snapshot. Take a snapshot. Question 1. Who's eating? Who's eating? Have you finished copying the question? Alexandria, have you finished?
I got a screenshot.
A lot of what?
I have it.
You have the book, isn't it? This is book 3. Members, you go to resources, notes and exercise, and you download book 3. You look for UCE book 3 and you download it. It has all the topics that we are studying in O level. And there's book 1 for senior 1, book 2 for senior 2, book 3. So when this lesson ends, we shall have no time to do. So you are going to discuss just 5 minutes. I want you to give me A and B. Just 5 minutes, because we have only 9 minutes, which are
So we are doing it now.
now. And I'm sending you in your groups, group 1 and group 2.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, I want A and B. Yes?
Teacher.
Yes? You want to do it on WhatsApp? No. So I want part A and part B only. You finish the rest because we have limited time. Is it okay? So I'm sending you to your groups. Accept, and enter your groups.
No.
Who said no?
Nobody. Patricia, stop.
Who's the opening? Yeah, my ear is just coming. One second here. Did they finish those? Yes, Patricia, what's the problem?
Teacher, first send us, show us the question.
Yeah, I showed you the question. You people. Okay, the question is there.
I never got.
But I want at least you do one part and then I get the answer because they have no time. You're having chemistry next. Group A, group 1, do part A. Group 1, do part A. This is group what?
Yes.
This is group 1, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
Do part A. Is it okay?
Yes.
Very good, very good.
Yes.
Now I'm going to go the other side. So you make sure that you have finished copying the question. Have you heard? If you have something you can share with us, because you can share with your friends, because I put on multiple share, you can share with your friends.
Okay.
Yeah, you can share with them. So I'm going to go to group 2 and see.
Patricia.
Group 1. Group 1. I mean this is group 2, eh? This is group 2. Group 2 do only group 2 do part B only part B.
Teacher, can you share?
You can share now, you can share. I've put on share, you can share with your friends. You do only part B. Finish after a minute.
Alexa.
Hey, how are you, Maya?
I'm fine.
Where have you been? You came in late.
I didn't know that.
Okay, you watch the video and then you understand how the lesson was.
Okay.
But now you do try. Let your friends share with you. Please share with what you are having with your friends, and then you do that question part B. Esther, unmute, please. Esther, unmute.
Alexa. Alexa. Alexa.
I'm listening.
I realized there is a plane between DB, BG, and E.
Pardon?
Cynthia, you can share. Cynthia, tap on share and share with your friends. Share the screen and press OK. There is share. Press share down there. And then you press screen and then OK.
So I am sharing.
You are sharing. Aren't you having something on your screen? Don't you have the notes open?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, proceed. I'm going to group 1. See what is going on. Members, discuss.
Yes.
Hey, discuss. Eh. Let me put Windows 10 there. Please, are you discussing?
Yes.
Hey, I'm not hearing. There's only two people, Patricia. And, hey,
With Katsimu. We are
okay.
still
Hey, part
no.
B.
No, we are still working on.
Hey.
A part A. If you don't finish, then we are going to meet. When do we have mathematics again? On Thursday. Is it on Thursday?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Are you sure? Are you just saying yes? You know.
On Friday.
On Friday. So we shall meet on Friday. You are going to present that question, and also the other group will present their answers, and then you shall look at more examples, and you do your test in 40 minutes. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah, so you finish up. Your chemistry is coming in next.
Okay.
Okay. In case I don't come back, let me say bye-bye to you.
Bye. Sandra.
Yes.
You see this number, eh?
Yes.
Alexandria.
Yes.
So this lesson, you are having chemistry coming in now. So what you are going to do, you are going to present, you can discuss on WhatsApp or anywhere, or just call with your friends, but you present on Friday. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you present on Friday, and Friday you will have a test for only 40 minutes. About 3 dimensions. So get ready for chemistry that is coming in next. So I wish you a nice day, and thank you for being a good class today.
Bye.
Oh, no, at all.